Okay, we're live. It's James speaking. Monday, February 17th. I think it's President's Day in the States, Family Day here in Canada. We just had a whole bunch of snow over the weekend, so I'm kind of snowed in. It's an easygoing day, and I was just kind of thinking about what am I going to cover this week, or what are the things that I learned last week that can be applied to this week if you're a video content creator, someone who's trying to build a business, earn some money from all of this great information in your head, and you're just trying to figure out how the heck do I need to do this? Well, I want to just go over a couple thoughts I have because I think this, in a big picture, is where things are going. And I just want you to think about them if you're playing around, surfing around on YouTube today, and you're trying to figure out how am I actually going to earn money with the information that I have? Like, how do I build a business out of this? How do I, sell courses, that kind of thing? Because things are changing so quickly, it's getting harder and harder, not only to do the things that we were doing before, but just trying to figure out what the heck we should be doing 1 month from now, 6 months from now, 9 months from now, a year from now. I think I saw yesterday, it was Friday, I think it was, I guess, Sam Altman, the guy that runs OpenAI, said that, first of all, the 4.5 and 5 models are going to be free and they will all be reasoning models. So what that means is we're at this point now where we have these virtual digital assistants and agents who are working with us that we can give tasks to have them run and do in the background. And again, this is going to change everything that we're about if we're trying to teach something, if we're video content creators. And that doesn't matter if you're doing it on YouTube or a course, but if you're just sharing your knowledge with a video, how do you earn money with it other than giving it away for free? So there's a couple things that I'm playing around with, and I'm going to do individual videos on them, but I just wanted to touch on them so you kind of think about what the heck is James thinking about here and why should I even care? And I'm going to tell you the first thing that happened to me earlier today is I did have a call with someone who booked some time with me. And if you haven't already, go to trainingsites.io/join. And on the left-hand side, there's a little thing that says talk to me. I'd love to chat with you for 15 minutes. Tell me about your project, what you got going on. Trainingsites.io is my personally branded campus where I put all of my content, all of the community discussion, everything that's around using AI to create video content to teach online is all there. That's the platform that I work on. And that's kind of the first thing I'm going to touch on is this whole idea of a platform. One of the questions that I get asked on a regular basis is, how do I sell my courses or where do I sell my courses from? And I have a whole bunch of videos coming out this week kind of explaining how I position stuff in terms of all of the content that I'm creating, just as an example on YouTube. Where do you go and put it? How do you manage it? Where is it? How do you add videos? Do I do it in a piece of software that's another platform so I can sell courses, or where do I put it? And this is an important question over the short term and over the long term because I think there's a fundamental shift in how things are actually working when we're playing around with our information and organizing it. Excuse me, especially if we're doing something for teaching. And I had a call this morning. I just it was an actual professor at a a university in the States, and just having a conversation kind of about this whole idea of how the professors or the people at major universities are using or not using or dealing with AI because we're all afraid that the AI tools and the stuff that's happening are going to actually replace them as the content creators in the universities. And this whole idea of applying AI to the information, I think is an exciting part to investigate and really has to do a lot with the platform that you and I end up or think about using when we're going to build a business or sell our courses or present our content, video content to the people that we're trying to help. And especially if you want to earn money at it, there's two things that I think are happening that are really important. First one is that you're going to have a personal platform and that has to be some form of software, whether it be hosted somewhere else where you rent space or you own that platform, like a WordPress site or a piece of software that you run on, for example, that you're in charge of and manage, or you don't even use that and you use a service like YouTube to do it. But that whole platform is something that's changing dramatically. So that's actually why I'm putting these other courses together, just to go through the pros and cons of each of the approaches. But here's the thing just to think about in the back of your mind, and the one I'm going to be covering today and why I'm doing this. In the past, that platform that everyone thought about was a course platform. And that whole idea is that I can host some kind of course to be able to put a paywall in front of it so that I could sell that course and people would get access to that static course. So here's some of the big changes when I think are happening with applied AI to the course business, is that your ability to not create courses, rather create videos as fast as you can, is going to be the key moving forward for the next year, 2 year, 5 years, 10 years. And the reason I think it is because we're moving from a commodity course, which is one bit of content to many people, it's flipped around now, where we're going to have um, as many videos as we possibly can available to someone so that they can have a personalized learning path through all of those videos and all of that content. And I'll give you an example of how this is starting already and what this means to us. So I'm going to put below, actually, I'll try and put below, I did a couple videos about Gemini 2.0 Flash Experimental, and I'll open that one up. Here, let me just open that one up so that we can see it. So I'll go to the screen here, we'll play around with it, just so you can see what was happening. And again, I'll put the link to the video that's there as well. So aistudio.google.com was a new tool, and they had on the right hand side, it was an experimental Flash one that's there. And the thing that was cool about this is that you had the ability to stream in real time. It was multimodal and live streaming. So that means that it knows what's going on in the video, the audio, the text, the chat, everything that's happening, and you could interact with the AI tool live in real time during it. And the thing that was neat about that for me is that if I have video or videos, I can actually have the AI tool kind of be involved in that content live as it was either being created and or being watched. And that fundamentally changes the whole idea of a course, right? So if you're just doing something, technically you have a course, as opposed to creating one course for one platform, hoping that everyone is able to consume it. So I think the important part, and this is what I'm going to get into some detail during the week, I think the important part is going to be able to create your as many videos as you can, as quickly as you can, about your entire topic, and allow people to create with AI their own personalized learning based on your content in your platform. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time on the videos here because I think that's where we're going. And I ran into something that kind of consolidates things for me over and above the AI Studio, which has this multimodal AI access. And if you haven't heard this before, I was doing some research on with Perplexity, and I was trying to figure out, if I have a whole bunch of videos, how can I have personalized learning from the videos as opposed to an old static piece of content? And the term that I'd heard before is this thing called RAG, which I'll cover again, I think we'll do this week as well. But that's retrieval augmented generation. So think of it this way. When we use AI right now, we basically have a trained model that has a limited set of information, and we prompt and we get a response from how it was trained. That's what we've been doing for a long, long time. This whole idea of RAG, or retrieval augmented generation, is when we make a prompt, it has all the information that it was trained on, plus it has a whole library that we've made available to it to retrieve from if it's necessary or required to give the response. So this idea of a retrieval augmented generation, the examples that I was always given was, here's, upload 1,000 PDFs and 1,000 Word documents and 1,000 spreadsheets, all sorts of text-based information was kind of there. But I was playing around with Perplexity and they mentioned this thing called, where is it right here? They said, they have this thing called VRAG. So I'm asking, what the heck is VRAG? And VRAG is video retrieval augmentation generation. And they reference something, this tool that's just out now, and this is the one I'm going to show you, is, and maybe you can get the one that's up here, fastpix.beta. So what is fastpix? So this is the part that is where I think it's going, and this is the exciting part. Is it here yet? No. Is it perfect? No. But here's what VRAG is instead of just putting PDFs up, the VRAG is basically your content library of all of the videos that you create. And what this tool does is it does exactly what we need to retrieve the videos or the pieces of video that someone would need to learn something if they had a series or set series of particular videos. So here's an example of some of the things that they talk about. So synthesizing new sequences using advanced models, they'd be able to entirely new sequences from the retrieved video content. So it's not just one video, it's the ability to put pieces of multiple videos together and stitch them together, creating transitions and effects between them. AI to design smooth transition and visual appealing effects, making the video engaging and professional looking. Fade-ins, fade-outs, motion effects between video. Adapting generated content to fit a specific style or tone. So here's a situation now where we've got this ability to use video to create personalized learning. And I think this is going to be really exciting for us. And that's part of the reason why I think that focusing on courses isn't necessarily the right path moving forward. We should be focusing on making videos about great content as fast as we can and knowing that tools like this are coming and they're coming quickly. And when I say quickly, are they ready now? No. Are they perfect now? No. Are they going to be coming quicker than we're used to? Yes. Things are happening so quickly here, it's kind of difficult to position yourself. Just thinking, well, I saw a video on creating a course and being independently wealthy because I have a course to create. I don't think it's about that anymore. And if you go or spend time on that path, in this whole AI space, we're going to be in some serious trouble there. So this whole VRAG thing in the platform is something that I'm looking at, and also this whole move to personalized learning as opposed to commodity-based courses. So those are kind of the things I'm going to focus on this week. And the big one for me about this is, how do I build my platform out? How do I make sure that the content that I'm creating is something that can be used by people, not only to learn from, but allow me to teach and have some fun teaching it at. So it's going to be pretty exciting times. If any of this is of interest to you, make sure to visit trainingsites.io/join. Like and subscribe to the channel. I do 1 or 2 of these videos every day, just stuff that comes to mind that I think can help you. If, again, you're serious about education, businesses, and teaching online, just to position yourself in a way that you're going to be able to turn it into a business, as opposed to just focusing on one single course or thinking that you can teach one thing once on a video and be able to turn it into a business. So my name is James, trainingsites.io. Like and subscribe to the channel. More great videos coming. I'm here to help you start, build, and grow your education business. Take care and expect the best.